Setting up and connecting MySQL to your data warehouse is usually something you'll need your development team or a technical resource to help set up. Create the ingestion, validate the data, and make it available to yourself. So you then can build reports or see what you need to see. Today, in under 5 minutes, I'm going to show you how you can do it with Weave. So once you've signed into your account and headed over to integrations, just search for MySQL and you'll see it as an available connector just here. Click to open it up and it'll bring up a little bit of information about what we need today. And then just click on configure integration. Then on the first screen there, just hit next. The first thing it's going to ask for is your host address. It's just an IP, but it may be a server name. On your port, it's going to ask you for a port. 3306 is the default. And if yours is the default, you can just leave that populated for you. Or if it's a custom port, you can change it to what you need it to be. The source name is what you want the source to be called within Weave. So if we just called it MySQL video for now, but something unique to yourself that you'll recognize that server has been called. If you've got more than one MySQL database, it's good to distinguish them so you know which one's which. Then in the database name, that'll be the database that's on the server, so again, custom to yourself. Schema is optional, and then enabling SSL TLS. We recommend that if it's supported with your server. If it's not, you can switch it off just there. Then hit next. On the next screen, it's going to ask you for your username and password. So we've got a demo account set up here. Just enter your username and password and then hit next. On the next screen, we'd recommend leaving enable incremental sync setup. The AI will take a look at the inferred schema from your table and figure out which columns we could use as part of the incremental sync, like a created date or updated date time, or an ID column that is incremental in integer. This will just mean that we're only bringing through the information that's changed since the last time it ran, and it creates a bit of a watermark, which will limit the amount of rows that we need to bring through each time. So certainly worth leaving them. Then we hit next, and on the next screen, it'll then ask you to test the connection. This is to confirm that we can get to the MySQL database that we want to bring in. Once you've tested the connection, it'll quickly poll to make sure we can get there and then jump to the complete screen. And then if you just hit continue to go to my integrations, we should be able to see it there. Once that's complete and you're at your integrations, we'll be able to see the connection that we've added here. It takes a few moments, 5 to 10, depending on the size of the database, to then flick through and discover the tables. So in the background, it's having a look at what tables are available, and they will appear here once they're discovered. So yeah, give it 5-10 minutes. The tables will appear, and it's just a checkbox to see which tables you want to bring through. Once it's been selected, so you've got which tables you want to bring through, your destination, by default, you'll have Weave Warehouse available, but you can add additional destinations if needed, and more will be coming all the time. And in the sync schedule, we should see one that's been added, so there'll be a default one created to your default destination. So your the source is there, so the next run is tomorrow evening, and you can force a run in the sync configuration if needed. Any issues, if you reach out to support, we'd be happy to help. And any issues, let us know. Thank you.